luxury. Ha! Luxury. Ha! Ha! They can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out y'all, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang it. These no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury.
Hey, it's Paul. I was listening to the album. Good luck. You're on your own.
Guess who's back? Back again. She's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Well, look what the stork brung. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. And it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white jerk. Pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with a in a light shirt. Lyrical technician, an electrician. Y'all light work. And I don't gotta play pretend. It's you I make believe. And you know I'm here to stay, cause me, if I was to ever take a leave, it would be aspirin to break your feet. If I was to ask for Megan D Stallion, if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at her feet? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back like
Abracadabra.
And for my last trick,
I'm about to reach in my back, bruh.
like
Abracadabra.
and for my last trick,
Just like that, and I'm back, bruh.
now back in the days of old me, right around the time I became ate some as a way of coping. Take the case of turned me into smiley face emoji. May not be age appropriate, but I will fit an 8-year-old indeed with a participation trophy.
I have zero doubts that this whole world's bound to turn into some Girl Scouts. That censorship bureau's out.
Shut me down. So when I started this verse, it did start off lighthearted at first, but it feels like I'm targeted. Mind-boggling how my profit is skyrocketed. Look what I pocketed. Yeah, it's just like y'all have been like jogging in. I've been running at full speed, and that's why I'm ahead like my noggin. I'm the fight y'all get in when you debate who the best, but I'm some white. I step up to that mic, cock it then. Oh my God, attention, not again.
Abracadabra.
And for my last trick,
I'm about to reach in my back, bruh.
like
Abracadabra.
and for my last trick,
Just like that, and I'm back, bruh.
break it down.
Sometimes I wonder what the old me say.
If what?
If he could see the way it is today, he'd probably say that everything is gay.
Like happy.
What's my name? What's my name?
So how many little kids still wanna act like me? I'm a bigger than cacti bee, and that's why these words sting just like you were being attacked by bees in the coop, leaning back my seat. Open R. Kelly's favorite group, the black guy. In my Air Max 90s, white tees, walking parental advisory. My transgender cat Siamese identifies as black but acts Chinese. Like a hacky sack I treat the whole world cause I got it at my feet. Can I explain to you that even myself I'm a danger to? I hop on tracks like a kangaroo and say a few things that do to anger you. Dad, if I think that, I'ma say that. Cancel me, what? Okay, that's it. Go ahead, Paul, quit, snake. You male cross-dresser, fake. And I'll probably get for that, but you cannot. In fact, them, Dre, Jimmy, me, you, my own kids, the brass. They can off, them and you off. You too, Paul, got two biggest root paws. What you thought you saw ain't what you saw. Cause you're never gonna see me caught sleeping. See the kidnapping, never did happen. Like Sherry Papini, Harry Houdini. I vanish into the thin air as I'm leaving like
Abracadabra.
And for my last trick,
I'm about to reach in my back, bruh.
like
Abracadabra.
and for my last trick,
Just like that, and I'm back, bruh.
Yeah. Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to one of the league's most recognizable homes, Lucas Oil Stadium, opened in 2008 here in Indianapolis. An undefeated start against a winless Skid. Let's see if this week goes chalk or if it's an upset brewing in week 4. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
With slated downs to approach here from the 40. Man in motion, headed right. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, Taylor. And this is a nice gain. That's stopped at the 47. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
That one's out and cut on the right side. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They're going Taylor. And he's brought down after a short gain. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. Works the sideline inside the 35. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Another carry for Robinson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Penix now. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. Try connecting with Xavier Worthy there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Penix here from the gun. What a hit, and the ball's loose. And the Colts pick it up.
Hey, I get it, Kate. Third down, you're doing all you can to try to stay on the field. But unfortunately, poor ball security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free. Instead of facing fourth down, even better, that defense is off the field completely.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Throwing from near his own goal line. He lobs it deep middle. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
3rd and long. It's Richardson. Throw left side, complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Working quickly here. First down, and they go right back to him. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Second and 3 now. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He puts everything behind this one. This is caught inside the 15. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts parlay the turnover into a lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Here's Penix. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Tried to float that one in, and the defender's there for the interception. And the Colts are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well.
He's got it inside the 10. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Time for the second quarter here, and the Colts are thinking points. Slot man motioned over. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. To rock this offense, looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Extra point converted by Gay. And the Colts double their lead to 14. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he'll get it up to the 44. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Penix. He lofts it deep left. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Colts will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Oh, my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Falcons will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Penix working from the gun. Pass complete. That's Devin Duvernay. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Robinson on the inside give. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's 2nd and 11. Cut at the 10-yard line. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. Crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons parlay the interception into points. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Indy. The Colts looking to add to their advantage. He's got a man left. And what a a hit there. Ouch, she faced the price for moving the chains that time. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. First down throw here from Richardson. Escapes the pocket. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On first down, it's Richardson. He's going to push one deep down the... They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Gay to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts double their lead to 14. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And in great shape after that return. He's across the 35 before going out. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Penix. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he can't hang on to it in the end zone. Not an interception, only an incompletion. So they get it back. Second down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. To the air with Penix. Finds his target, Robinson. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Penix on first down. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. All set up now for first and 10. Throwing now off play action. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Thought he had a touchdown there. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Whew, I think the coverage got away with one right there, Kate. There was actually space, and if that throw came out 1 second earlier, that could have been 6.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll get them back to 11. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Staying with Robinson. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. 2 yards on the pickup. And the Falcons will have a first.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
First and 10 from the 41. Penix looking to pass. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Penix here from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Throwing, Penix. Finds his man, it's Worthy. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Now the Falcons offense staying on the field, lining up to go for two.
The Falcons will line up for the two-point conversion.
He's throwing for it! And he goes out of bounds. Wow, major miscue there, and they're not going to get two. All right, we see he's a little worse for wear after delivering that throw. Gonna have to take a few moments as they come out to look at him. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Right up the gut. Cuts it to the right sideline. Launches, and he's got it. Touchdown! The Colts push their lead further to start the half. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Now, probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Robinson. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 21. Called in by Worthy. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done. Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain, and boy, does he know how to operate in it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it in the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Colts are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, second down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Taylor now up the middle. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Offense up to the line fast. Richardson on 3rd. That's cut for the first. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's an Adnan Mitchell touchdown. Gay to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts push their lead to 18. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Looking for the back that time. And now it's 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Taking a shot deep down the field it goes. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
3rd down, it's Penix. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So we're through 3 here. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. And again, it's Penix. Completed over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
On the move, headed right. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And he recovers his own mistake. He can keep going here. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as he can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, well, he hops on the ball and he saves the day.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense in the hurry up here. Penix working from the gun. Fighting for the goal line. Oh, he lost it! Someone punched it out! And the Colts pick it up.
Put a check mark by that one. You're going to remember that one, not just over the course of this game, but I guarantee you in the offseason when they're watching effort. That was all about effort. Backs pressed against the wall when you're down here defensively, and that's the type of play that coaches love to see from everyone on the roster.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Taylor. Jukes the defender. And he found some running room for a nice gain.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Play action with Richardson. And it's picked off, but, oh, yep, pretty clear he was out of bounds, so no interception, incomplete. Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Catch made by Mitchell. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Colts. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He put everything he had into this one. He's got it inside the 10. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. As he naps another touchdown, Brock, I gotta ask you, the former QB, is this the point where all the other guys who haven't scored or only have one touchdown today are coming over you saying, bro, why aren't you looking for me? Throw me the football.
They may be saying it, but it's a little more of a look, Kay. Like, really? I mean, can I eat too? Do I get an opportunity to sit at the table? But when you got the rapport these two have right now and the confidence and the timing, boy, you look him up every chance you get.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. Spins out of one stop. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On 1st down, here's Penix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally. Without route.
And they pick him off again! Nick Cross has it. And the Colts will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Colts nearing their first win of the season. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long.
Let's go now. Come on, get it together.
Another try following the sack. He finds Woods. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. The defense calls a timeout. That's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
We got this.
And it's a dime look from the Falcons now. 3rd down coming. Here's Richardson. Throwing deep for the end zone. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Trying to throw for it with Richardson. Rolling left, buying some time. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. On 1st down, it's Richardson. Finds him over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That one hits the ground, incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag. So after the 5 yards are marched off, here's 1st and 15. Now Richardson to throw. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. To throw, Richardson. He's on the move. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out! And the Falcons scoop it up. So the Colts get the win at home inside of Lucas Oil. Well, tip of the cap, Brock. You could not question that they brought some fight to the field, try to throw their best punches. But we both know an opponent playing well, a road game, a hostile crowd getting after them, just too much to overcome.
If you can't get the win on the road, and listen, more than half the time you won't, a coach at least wants to see his guys keep fighting and scratching and clawing until the final whistle. I think they at least did that, but there's going to be plenty of other areas to work on when they get to the practice field this week.